The time has come for the great nation of Egypt to introduce the Creation Value Asset Center, a new framework for social and economic governance which leads the process of global change for which the world's people have been waiting. But first, the people of Egypt must know what has happened to them in the past and how it happened. Under the old system, governments did not serve the needs of the people. The past governments of Egypt pretended to be governments of the people, but they were actually corporations. Bankers and government officials made loans with the direct intention of creating such a massive debt that the people of Egypt would always be unable to pay it back. On an international scale, banks and governments knowingly and intentionally bankrupted Egypt. They started wars and conflicts by selling weapons to both sides and destroying regions involved in these conflicts. Funds have been generated by monetizing every person's life and using every child's future work as collateral. The banks in turn loan these funds back to the people, who were then forced to repay those funds plus interest. Well, the time has finally come for all of Egypt's people to now benefit equally from the labors and works of this great planet. All participation in the CVAC is voluntary and non-coercive. Each being who joins the CVAC steps away from the old system. In the new CVAC system, everyone has freedom of choice in religion. The police and military are repurposed to be protectors of the people instead of protectors of the corporate state. This is the very first step towards implementing the system, creating a safe environment for everyone where no being will be harmed. The basic human rights of every being will be recognized. All corporate debt is now erased and the corporate government system is terminated. The new CVAC system will eliminate the coercive and subversive elements of Egypt's governance going forward. The CVAC initiative is being underwritten by God Sky Earth and the King of Kings, K681 Mistacino AS, with funding supplied by the Swiss Indo World Orbit Trust. At the conclusion of the upcoming United Nations Treaty event, funds from the global collateral accounts are to be returned to the Egyptian people via trust accounts that are registered by Swiss Indo Exhibits AB. The allocation of funds for Egypt is a total of $554,727,700,800,000, which will be distributed amongst 92 million people living in Egypt, with additional funds for repurposed CVAC personnel and other humanitarian development efforts. These funds are to be distributed through the Creation Value Asset Center and supported by a new financial system. In this way, the wealth of Egypt is returned to the people equally. The new CVAC system is not a government. It is a governance system empowered by the people from the ground up, not the top down. Like the Great Pyramid, the mass and strength of the CVAC stands at its base.